Hi guys, the Madden 18 trailer dropped yesterday, so I'm going to have a look through it to see what I think to it. So if I just stop it here. Obviously we see the character models, I mean it's hard to tell from a few shots that we've got, but are improved slightly. I mean I can't tell at the moment the difference. I think the animations are going to be what is changed a lot by the frostbite engine, but it is nice to see that the frostbite engine is being used finally. I'm not quite sure why last year Man 17 was on the frostbite when FIFA was. I think possibly due to the fact that globally there's more demand for FIFA, so they push the better graphics, better engine, better sort of gameplay tweaks and changes for that market, as opposed to the Madden franchise. But it's nice to see that the Madden franchise is getting that updated, so we can expect to see better graphics, better animations, more living, breathing stadiums. So anyway, so obviously, yeah, Brady is the cover athlete for Madden 18. Makes sense, obviously, because obviously of the Patriots' amazing comeback in the most recent Super Bowl. Was that 51? Yeah, it was 51, wasn't it? I'm getting confused now what year we're on. But yeah, I think sometimes, obviously it's going to take a lot more resources, but it would be nice if next year they did a cover athlete for each team. So you had 32 different covers, and you can choose one specifically for your team that you support. Because obviously it's going to take a while for the Browns, I think, possibly, to get a cover athlete again. It could happen this year. You just don't know. But I just think it would be nice if you had a bit more variety in what cover you could get. So, I mean, I just thought of this now. I'll scoot back to Brady in the tunnel. I do wonder if this is just entirely for promotional purposes, or this is a scene that we're going to get in the game now. The quarterback, maybe a bit more entrance, a bit more pomp and circumstance to the entrances to the games, the introductions, a bit more of the teams maybe in the tunnel or warming up. Maybe this could be when your quarterback comes out and it's announcing the name. I don't know, something different. Or, sorry to go back again, guys, or this could be from the journey mode that they're going to put, which is similar to FIFA, and this could be a cutscene from that. Man, like you've never seen it. Strong. Right, so there we are. So there's the entrance of Brady. I mean, if graphically, if this is what it looks like at all times, with all the smoke effects and the crowds and everything like that, then it's going to be a very pretty looking game. FIFA 17 looks really, really good, so I'm hoping for. My expectations are high. I mean, especially in this shot where you see Ezekiel Elliott popping a quick stiff arm into a spin move. The detail, especially on his cleats, the detail on the cleats and the shine looks pretty good. I mean, the dynamic lighting is what the Frostbite engine does, so I'm hoping that this will feed into the game and make things look a lot better. I mean, you can see, if this is not pre-rendered, I mean, the defensive lineman's face, I don't know who that is, who's 91 for the Washington Redskins. I have no idea, but his face looks a bit generic. He's got the generic facial markings, the black marks, but you can see the real-time shadow of Elliott's hand as he pops a spin move and goes to the outside. So if this is pre-rendered, then fair enough, but that's what we can sort of expect. Obviously, here we have Antonio Brown that we saw earlier, making a nice one-handed catch and staying in bounds. And again, we have Des Bryant and Josh Norman. We've seen that animation before. That animation we've seen countless times in Madden games, brought in from 16. The aggressive catch. So that's what we have. Obviously, nice lighting effects on Brady there. Obviously, Frostbite engine. Woo! You know, they're using it for quite a lot of things. It's not that impressive. But here we are, obviously. What they're introducing and taking from FIFA is introducing the journey. I was half expecting, obviously, it to be the same guy, Hunter. I mean, that would be quite funny if Hunter was just the same character and it was just Hunter is now an American football player. Obviously, if he had the British accent, even that British accent, the London accent, but it would have been brilliant if it was just the same guy. Quite funny, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays into it. Obviously, if it was multiple story paths or it's just a set story path. Obviously, in a minute, obviously the hotel room to go through all the training camp, pro day, and all that jazz. Obviously, Luxor Stadium. So. I think the way it will work is similar to FIFA, is that you can choose what team that you're doing. So this will change to depend on what team that you go with. Obviously, I wonder if the depth chart will play a part in it. That a team where, I mean, it would be interesting if you can choose what position this character is. Obviously, I guess they're going to keep it to offensive positions, possibly, to get the most dynamic sort of stuff out of it and most excitement. It could be a QB. Could do QB, running back, wide receiver. At the best, they could do linebackers and stuff, maybe defensive linemen. But it would be nice if you could do all skill positions. Like you could do a journey as a kicker, perhaps, or if it is a quarterback, obviously with the storyline they're going to force probably injuries. Perhaps Andrew Luck gets injured quite early on in the season, and you take over as backup, and you've got that storyline of being the backup, maybe someone that's not expected to do as well, and then you can propel forward and do the career. But I wonder, obviously, I think the journeys will obviously stop as it is a story, and if it will go into a career mode. I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I'll just pause it here. It'll be interesting to see actually if they do any improvements to career mode. They say I think it's bringing back favorite features or something like that. Obviously, career mode has had a few changes throughout the years, especially when I played Madden. Like I remember Madden 13. If players retired, they could come back on a comeback run, which was quite cool, quite dynamic. Obviously, I wonder if they're going to bring that back, because obviously Marshawn Lynch coming back and playing for the Raiders. If they bring that kind of dynamic back, or perhaps is the career mode going to be around the journey, sort of a dumbed down version? So if you play a player career, you can be a quarterback, and in the first season you have sort of scenarios that can help you propel yourself to the next season and be more of a key player. Or is the draft system going to be a bit more dynamic, actually having the character models in the room when you draft them a bit more exciting, but even if it's just for the first round, and the second round, third round, fourth round, fifth, goes back to the original thing, just something different in the career mode, something more dynamic. I'm just hoping that the intros, the actual feel in game is a lot different. I don't want this bullshit like we had in Madden 17, where we had the introduction. Or is it Madden 16? No, it was Madden 16, the introduction with the Steelers versus the Cardinals, and the same animations when you had I think Antonio Brown and Patrick Peterson just going at each other saying, I respect you, ooh, like this. And then it's the same animation when you do a coin toss in 17. It was the same animation. You could see them lips, mouth moving, they were saying that. And it was the same thing. And it was just lazy. And I just hope in this, because the new engine, it will be a breath of fresh air, and this could be the best Madden that we've had for a while, and one that you could easily play for years to come with updates, which brings me on to our last thing that I'm going to do before I end this. When is it going to be on PC? Is it going to be on PC? Are they ever going to bring it back on PC? I really hope so, because modding communities and stuff, you could bring in loads of stuff. You could bring in players from different leagues around the world. You could, I don't know, just the modders could have a field day with it, and it would make the game so much better. more longevity, but obviously because they want to bring it out yearly, and obviously the demand, obviously for PC on a global scale for Madden isn't the same, so I don't think that we're going to see it anytime soon. But anyway, so there we have it. You can buy the Go edition, pre-order it, and play 3 days early. I thought it said 18 days early then, but there we are. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon. Can't even speak properly. We'll soon see if Madden 18 is going to be the best Madden we've had in ages, if they actually pour their heart and souls and actually try and make it a new game. And it's not just they focus on the journey and that's it. The rest of the game is just vanilla and what it was in the previous Madden, and all we're getting is the journey. They better step up the game a little bit to make it a bit more dynamic and interesting, especially in the career mode. They tried a bit last year, but wasn't for me the leap it needed.